making love. It's a blessing from above. Let's treat each other fair. It's a feeling we can share. Give good energy to embrace diversity. Getting along is our duty. Love our colors and our beauty. Communication is the key to open up and be free. No need for us to be stressed. Just be grateful cause we're blessed. We can break the chains of pain if we hear what others saying. Spread good vibes to each other. Love our sisters and our brothers.
Why don't you lift me up so I can lift you up, so we can make it better. We got to share this space with the human race. We gotta get up together.
I'll be a rainbow in your cloud. We walking tall and proud, seeking love and harmony, and just moving on up in unity. Changes start with us, with hope, respect, and trust. Got to be treated equally so we can react naturally. So now we see the light. No need to fuss and fight. If somebody let you down, there's no need to wear a frown. Healing's in our view, cause happiness starts with you. It takes all of us to begin, so we can breathe again.
Why don't you lift me up so I can lift you up, so we can make it better. We got to share this space with the human race. We gotta get up together.
Alright, feeling good. You got it. I knew you would. We got to get up. I'll help
Okay,
you.
Harry, what are we doing?
You help me up.
That was that new Chili Willy
Lift me
joint
up.
right there.
Oh, he sent it to you, or did I send it to
You
you?
sent it to me. Lift me up.
Oh, I got a whole bunch more. You said a whole damn album. Good morning, everybody. This is Babz Rawls-Ivy. This is LoveBabz, LoveTalk. That's Harry Droz. So we were listening to new cuts from Chili Willy Groove. He sent me a bunch more, Harry. So I'm gonna send them to you. But that was Lift Me Up because for Women's History Month. Well, whatever. He's doing he always does uplifting music, but he just thought this would be a nice backup to the Black History Month song that he did. So
You guys
What's
got a
happening?
month?
we even got a whole month.
No, I'm saying women get a month?
Yeah, we get a whole month.
What? Do I got a month?
Who? You as a man, or you as a Puerto Rican?
Oh, I don't get either, right?
Well, men got you got 11 other months. What are
11
you?
of 'em.
You got 11 other months. I don't know what Puerto Ricans get. Is there a Puerto Rican day? I think there's a Puerto Rican day.
We get a parade.
You get a parade.
So stop
I
complaining.
march my band out. Yeah, you get a parade. Sing a little Barbara Streisand this morning. Oh, I made some coffee. I love some coffee in the morning.
Well,
Unlike you, Harry,
unfortunately, I
I make
left my
coffee and
coffee.
it's good.
No, well, unfortunately, I left my coffee. Karen made me coffee because I was trying to do the Lent thing,
Mm.
but I had to stop and buy Dunkin' Donuts,
You didn't have to.
which is horrible coffee.
I don't know why you do it. There's a coffee shop on the corner across the street from the studio. They make good ass coffee.
Yeah, but I can't get it through drive-through.
Yeah, but you could walk across the street when you park your car. Don't tell me you don't park in front of the building because you do.
Yeah, I do. I just gotta walk to the corner.
Yeah, just walk around the corner, walk in and get you a large cup of coffee.
Ugh. Then I have to wait on the line. I don't know. That's the convenience of Dunkin' Donuts. You just go through the drive-through, get your bad coffee. Well, sometimes good coffee, sometimes bad coffee.
See, I don't even play that game.
Like my Russian friends like to call it. It's
What,
Russian
vodka?
It's Russian roulette. It's the Russian roulette of coffees. You never know. But yeah. So yeah, I'm in the office today,
Yeah. What's happening?
which is a little more, you know, work for me in the morning. But I was supposed to get a somebody working with me today.
What do you mean?
Nora was not supposed to go do word on the street and was supposed to come and learn the studio.
Oh, okay. Are they at the rally this morning?
Well, I'm not sure. I saw that we were broadcasting from.
Oh, well, see,
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I was trying to catch some of that.
Yeah, it was on Facebook.
I know. I don't know how I missed it.
I mean,
Well, you know, I had to drive my daughter to work, but
I didn't tune into it either. I just saw the announcement. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that rally went well. I
I
mean,
hope so too. I think it's still going on until I think they said 2 hours, so either now or another hour to 10.
I think they're wrapping up right about now because I think that she intended to be at the centers at 9:30 to open
Okay.
up.
Okay.
But yeah, I hope it goes well. But I mean, it may go well. I just hope people listen. The legislators actually listen.
Listen, if these people can't get to work because these daycare centers and school centers are closed, then the workforce is going to have to get involved,
Okay,
right? Employers going to have to get involved.
we have word on the street.
At
Ready to go.
9:15,
Ready to go.
they must be on the green. Okay,
That Union Station.
Union Station. Okay, why are they there so early?
Oh, it's
All right.
Courtney today.
Okay,
And Union Station, you get somebody good and they got to take a train. So
I know they got to get out of Dodge.
let's see if we could get these people in.
It's time for word on the street. Oh, I went and had hot dogs yesterday, Harry,
I saw.
and he gave them to me for free.
Oh, hold up.
He's
Wait
like,
a
oh,
minute.
Babz, for you. Go, you, for you, Babz, for you.
Wait
I was
a
like,
minute.
thank you. I shouldn't have said that on live, but
No, you
he was
shouldn't have.
so-
You shouldn't
he
have
was so
because now I
he's
feel
so
like
sweet
getting
to
a
me.
Georgia hat for free. I'm gonna say, LoveBabz, LoveTalk. That's how people.
oh, now you gonna.
When people recognize me, that's how they address me anyway.
Oh, normally it's LoveBabz, LoveTalk, throw me under the bus if you got complaints. Now, but for free-ish, you're like, oh, yeah. I'm the producer of that show. You proudly claim it.
Hey,
Harry.
you gotta get the perks.
Mm.
Gotta get the
I
perks.
love the new poster. Ooh, I love it. Paul sent me
Oh yeah.
the new.
Well,
Did you do it?
no, that's not me. That's William the designer of La Voz Hispana.
Oh my God, he does good work.
He's
I need
okay.
him to. I need him to do something for me.
He's all right. Nah, he's good. He's really good.
Is he
Very
expensive?
very nice, humble guy.
Yeah,
You
he's a
know,
nice guy.
I was bothering him because I'm like, listen, you gotta know your worth, my brother. You gotta charge people for this. He goes, I don't know. I don't feel like I could ask. And I'm like, well, if you never ask, you're never gonna get. So
Well, the next time we're there, we got to take a new pundit's picture.
Paul likes that old picture.
I know Paul is just weird.
That he is.
He's weird.
That he
We
is.
need a new picture. Girls need new pictures.
You know what? I'm recording something that makes no sense right now.
Where's Courtney?
Oh. Good catch, Babz. Good catch. I have her in the waiting room waiting.
All right, let's go.
Word on the street.
Word on the street. Word on the street. Although, good morning. Yeah, girl, you're getting earlier and earlier. Pretty soon we're not gonna be able to. We're not gonna be here when you get on.
I know, but I love y'all and appreciate it because I found someone amazing to talk to this morning. So we're at Union Station, and I want to introduce yourself. Here, I'll just have it on you.
Yeah, of course. My name's Brianna. I've been in New Haven for about 4.5 years now.
Okay, and tell me, what's the word on the street?
Word on the street is gas has gotten way out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that why she's taking the
So you're
train?
Nashville too.
Yeah.
So tell me, what have you been up to lately, and how that kind of relates back to the word on the street?
Yeah, I've had to switch up my commute recently. My car broke down, and if anything, I feel like I've caught a break.
Yeah.
So I'm saving on gas, saving on car insurance. I didn't realize how much cheaper it is to commute via the train. So it's actually been really beneficial.
How much, if you had to guess, would you say you've saved?
Oh, I mean, this past month alone, I spent at least $600 on my car on top of what I pay anyways for other shit.
Oh my
Other stuff,
God.
excuse me.
That's okay.
But
Oh my
I would probably say even just in gas alone, I was probably spending about $200 a month.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And what kind of car did you have?
I had a Subaru Outback.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it broke down.
Yeah, it was a much older Subaru, but yeah, I knew it was coming.
And when did you break down on your way to work?
Yeah, I did actually. Thankfully, I was able to kind of coast off of the highway, but yeah, I broke down on my way to work.
That's the worst.
Uh,
Okay, wait. So just to backtrack real quick, and we'll
Yeah.
go back to the breaking down. But what else have you been up to?
what else have I been up to? Just trying to save money and live my best life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sounds like my life. So I can relate to that 100%.
Yeah.
But did you go to parade or anything like that? You see
No,
the New Haven?
no, I hung low over my day off and just
Oh,
kind of got
good.
ready for the week. Yeah.
Okay. So back to the breaking down. You're broken down. Where do you work again?
I work in Darien and in Fairfield. Yeah,
And
so I
what,
alternate between the two.
where do you work?
I work at a pottery store called Hands On Pottery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what's that exactly?
It is a pottery store of pieces that are pre-made that you come in and paint and decorate, and then we fire it one more time. Then you have a little creation.
Yes. Well, how's business been?
This has been really good. We're picking back up, and we're getting booked right out with birthday parties. Everyone's really excited to get back together and start celebrating again.
So what was your normal commute? Like you get up, right? And then what do you have to get up earlier nowadays to take the train?
Yeah, I have to get up at least 2 hours earlier, 2.5 that I would usually be, sleeping or taking my time.
Oh my God. So do you think it's worth it, even though you're saving money?
I would say it's worth it because I'm saving a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps you wake up.
Yeah.
And And I mean, so tell me about how this business got started. How long has it been around?
Yeah, Hands On Pottery's been around for like the last 20 years. It was started, gosh, I can't remember her last. Oh no, her name's Dawn Cobb. She started it, and then the current owner, his name's Jim Davis. He took over the business about 5-ish years ago, and he's been the owner of both stores since.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is your position?
I'm the manager, so I help run both locations, help with the birthday parties, help plan private events. We have a few special needs groups that we do private classes for, stuff like that.
Now, are you an artist yourself?
Yeah, I would say I'm an artist. I'm more familiar in like music and stuff like that, and I had gone to school for theater.
Where?
Well, I have to go back, but I had started at Southern, and I have to.
Oh,
finish my
nice.
degree. Yeah.
Okay, that's where I was.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. And I mean, so you lived in New Haven now for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
From what you've seen now, back to the gas prices and whatnot, I mean, you're upset, right?
Oh yeah, for sure I'm upset. I mean, I would much rather be in the privacy of my own car and drive in and, doing it that way. But, it's like almost $6 a gallon. That's kind of outrageous. I mean, most people can't survive on that.
And do you live close by to here? Like, do you walk here?
No. So if I were to walk from where I live here in New Haven, it would take me a good hour.
Whereabouts do you live in?
Over near Westville.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it's not close, for sure.
So you're getting the bus and then
Yeah.
getting over here?
Yeah, if I this morning I took an Uber because I didn't want to risk missing my
Getting
train
late.
or whatever.
This used to
but
be my life, literally. I didn't have a car until too long ago, so I know how that feels. And you
Yeah.
do have to get up a lot earlier.
Yeah, well I gotta open the store. I gotta make sure everything's running on time too. So.
Just give me anxiety.
Oh my god, yeah. So much anxiety.
Oh no, we don't want that, but I feel you on that, honestly.
So Courtney, when she gets off the train, what's the commute to get to the shop? Can you walk to the shop, or do you have to take a cab? Like, how do you get there?
That's a great question. Thankfully, both locations are right on the train line, so I got a maybe 5, at most 10-minute walk from where I get dropped off. So thankfully,
great.
That's good. Yeah, that's easy.
Now this might, I don't know, I feel like when I used to take the bus and walk, sometimes it would allow me to almost appreciate the city a little bit more.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have a new set of eyes almost, for the city?
For sure. It's funny you say that because I feel with, my new commute, I have a different respect for the area and also what there's to offer and what to do. And sometimes when I get off the bus, I'm like, oh, well, I can go do something downtown for a minute if I want to and then catch a different bus home. It's not a big deal. And there's things to do.
Do you ever talk to folks passing by? And
For sure. Yeah. Some people on the bus are always super friendly and just kind of they just want to see who's in the community and ask questions. I love it.
Yeah. Did you guys have any other questions?
No. So how long do you think you're gonna do this commute? I mean, will you ever go back to a car or?
That's a really good question. Initially my game plan was to go back, get a car right away and everything, but with the gas prices and where it's at, I might just stick it out a little longer and keep saving until, I can get a nice side of wheels or something, Make it worth it.
Now, are you in support of the gas prices and support, in support of Ukraine? And
Yeah, I'm in understanding of it for sure. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's ideal, but I'm sure what they're dealing with right now is not even close to ideal. So.
What do you think about all that going on, the war and everything?
Really heartbreaking, and it's unfortunate, and I hope that we can come to a resolution soon. But no, my heart goes out to everybody that's been displaced. Yeah.
What's the most that you had paid for gas before your car broke down?
The most I had paid?
In one stop.
Oh God. Let's see. Typically about 20 before all this happened, $20 could give me maybe half a tank of gas. So I think the most I've ever paid is maybe 50, but that's what everyone's paying right now for just to get a half a tank of gas. It's insane.
Yep. Sure is.
Yeah.
All right. Well, did you guys want to ask any other follow-up questions for her?
I mean, so you never consider moving closer to where your job is, or you just? I mean, I couldn't imagine living in Fairfield. There's not much to do up there, but I think New Haven is a cooler city. But have you considered moving closer?
I mean, I've considered switching jobs faster than I've considered relocating, for sure.
Yeah.
I like New Haven a lot. I grew up in the Fairfield area. I've never been totally crazy about it, to be honest. And I've found probably a better community and a better sense of just like wholeness in this area. I feel like everyone's just a lot more friendlier too.
What is your favorite part of New Haven?
Oh, what's my favorite part of New Haven? I would say my favorite part is probably just the food. The food and like the art scene. It's not just, you know, music and art. It's just like artistic people all together, which I really appreciate.
Yeah? Wait, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, I'm around your age.
Nice.
Yeah, 26. But, I mean, what do you like to do when you're not working?
When I'm not working, I recently got back into singing and playing piano and guitar. So just kind of getting back into
so you do a little bit of everything. It sounds in the arts. Well, what do you want? Do you want to be an actress or anything like that?
So I had gone to school for stage management. So I wanted to be able to do that on a professional level and hopefully still be able to do that. If not, maybe do like arts management.
What are some of your favorite plays?
My favorite show of all time is a Broadway flop, but it's called Merrily We Roll Along by Stephen Sondheim. And Into the Woods.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are like two of my favorite shows. Yeah.
Oh yes, Into the Woods, Into the Woods.
Yeah.
Were you ever in any plays here? Like around the area?
It's been a long time. Very long time. I was in sometime in like 2016. I was a part of like a one act set. That was like the first time I've been on stage in a long time. But yeah.
Do you sing?
Yeah, I just haven't in a long time.
I won't put you on the spot, but I do like to hear a little bit of singing if you want to sing.
It's a little early for me.
Don't worry,
Come on now.
I have a guy on here dancing once, so I always put people on the spot.
Come on, you could give us some few bars of some Sondheim. Come on now.
I know. So do you have family too here and whatnot?
No, it's just me in the area.
So overall, word on the street, the gas prices are out of control.
Absolutely.
Anything else that you've had on your mind?
Anything else? Hopefully we all just become a little more friendlier as we're kind of coming out of this weird period of the pandemic. I've noticed people have become a little more positive and chipper with each other.
You think so?
Yeah, a little bit. In passing is what I've noticed, but maybe, you know, my perspective is a little different with the commute.
Oh, yeah. What, did you have like an experience or anything, or is it just like the little things?
Just the little things. I've noticed people just like, you know, they're more open to having, you know, small talk with people again and just kind of, you know.
That's
just,
true.
yeah.
And I see you're still wearing your mask as many others are here. I mean, do you feel comfortable yet taking off your mask, or are you wearing it?
I probably will eventually. I got really sick when I was like in my late teens.
Oh, really?
So I'm always just like a little more cautious and a little more, probably a little more skeptical of germs. But yeah.
Are you vaccinated too?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you see others wearing their masks, does that kind of comfort you that people are still wearing their masks?
Yeah, it does comfort me, and it also kind of shows some humility towards those that maybe can't get vaccinated or those that are at higher risk. And I know everything has calmed down, but I think there still is, you know, some people that are probably on more high alert than others, and we'll get there eventually, but it's going to take some time, I think.
Yeah, and I know they say, you know, by the mask mandate for certain areas in the city. Yeah. Did that make you feel uncomfortable at all? Like if you were to go to a cafe or?
A little bit, but again, I think it's more so to do with past experiences than anything else.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, and where did you get vaccinated? Like, was it in the city here?
I went to, remember which Walgreens. I just went to a Walgreens.
In New Haven,
Yeah.
though. Okay. All right. Well, did you guys want to ask anything else?
No, I just want to wish her a good day. Thank you for stopping and talking with us.
Yes,
Of
thank you. I know
course.
your train's in 10 minutes,
Yeah.
so I'm going to let you
Of
go.
course.
But I do really appreciate your time.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
All right.
Thank
you
you.
guys so much.
Maybe we'll catch you again and she'll sing a Sondheim song. You
Have
know.
a good one, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Courtney. We love you. Oh, that was good. You know what? That's the first time in a long time I heard somebody be excited about commuting. I mean, we have not heard anybody be that excited about commuting, Harry.
Well,
Honest to God.
I might have to start commuting myself at these prices. I'll have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to get here at 7.
Is there a way to commute? Or you have to carpool, which you will never do. So I don't even.
You know, there's plenty of carpooling coming from
Harry,
over
you
there.
are not carpooling because the minute you get in there and people have not cleaned or whatever, you're going to scream out of that car. So don't even put anybody through that.
You know, and then the buses in Waterbury are horrible.
Oh my God, I can't imagine you on a bus. If I can't see you in a carpool, I know damn well I can't see you on a bus.
Yeah. No, just work from home.
Yeah. Thank God we can. Thank God. Thank God we can work from home. So
But
yeah,
yeah.
that was pretty good. We've not met anybody who enjoyed a commute. So she is
I
our new
wanna
poster child for commuting.
She just enjoys it because it was costing her so much.
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, I stopped by and got gas this morning. And it's a lot. 341.
Oh, that's pretty low. Because everywhere else is like
I mean,
four
not
something.
not 341. Oh God, I wish it was 341.
I was
441.
gonna say, where were you? I was like, why are you complaining about that?
No, 441. And the lady on the opposite side of me was sighing the whole. It's like, I guess that each gallon she was sighing. She's like, oh God.
like it was stabbing her.
And
Like,
I'm like,
oh my God. Oh, I know, Harry, because you used to drop $10 in your tank and be like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm good. Now you gotta drop 25 to make it move the needle.
Yeah. I think I was able to fill my tank with like $30 maybe 2 years ago. And now that's like a dream.
Yeah. That's tough.
But I mean, it is what it is. And unfortunately, I could say it is what it is, right? That's the hard part for people like that young lady who can't afford to take a car or fix a car because it wouldn't make sense for her. And then there's other people who just can't afford it, period. So yeah, I have the luxury of saying it is what it is because I'm going to get the gas regardless. But I feel bad for the people. We were talking about it yesterday, right? With the child care rally, how little people get paid.
Yeah.
And then with how much life costs right now.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for people who
Yeah.
aren't. They were barely making it before.
Yeah.
Now, what do you tell them right now?
Wow.
Employers have, I mean, the employers who can do it, I know there's a lot of small businesses who can't help, but the employers who could help, they need to help.
I think so, Harry. I mean, because I think that's part of keeping a workforce.
Yeah.
That's going to be part of it. I mean, people want to make more money, but they also want to have a place to leave their children that's safe and clean and decent and,
Yeah. And just imagine, life is so expensive, and then you have childcare that is failing right now. Right? They're not able to staff all the classrooms. They're not able to do so many things right now because of the lack of funds. And
Yeah.
for me, it's incredible, right? Because we had this rescue plan. I don't even know. I know how much did Connecticut get? Do we get a couple of billions or something? I'm not sure what we got. But you would figure the first thing you would do is rescue the kids, right?
Oh,
And
we,
and those who take care of the kids.
I'm sorry, we don't care about kids. Everything we do says we don't give one damn about kids. So I don't even know why people fix their mouths and say that. We don't give one damn about kids. So I'm not convinced that we do.
What happened to all that rescue money?
I don't know. We rescued somebody. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure it did some good somewhere, Harry. I'm sure.
I'm sure. But when they start talking about raising taxes all the time, whenever they start telling you we need to raise taxes, or we're gonna lose a fire department, or we're gonna lose it's never we're gonna lose some administrators at City Hall. No. They want to take a fire department or something.
Okay, Harry, you just being you exaggerating, but kind of true. Kind of true. A little bit on the. I'm not gonna take issue with none of that. I mean, I can, but I'm not in the mood for it today.
No, right now it's hard. Right now it's just.
I'm just gonna. And Harry, the woman, the pregnant woman that picture who went all around the world was rescued. She died, and her baby died. And that should be enough right there to stop all this. Like
What you want to do, Babz? You want to go in? That's the problem. That's a hard call. It is a really hard
Harry,
call.
I want everybody to go in. Like I want all the everybody at the Justice League table to go in. Because I've had enough of this. It's just Harry, I feel very modern, and this feels very not modern. Like wholesale killing people does not seem like a modern idea. Like, why are we still killing people in wars? Like, what the hell why are we using brute force to solve anything? I don't, it makes no sense to me.
Well, he's the reincarnation of Napoleon.
I guess, Harry.
I
just don't understand
right.
this marching to war, killing innocent people so that you can what? You're never gonna take over that country. You are never gonna take over. These people are gonna fight forever and a day. So even if you set up whatever, they're gonna lob Molotov cocktails. You're gonna be arresting them for 50 years. These people are not going to stand for it. So I don't understand the point of this.
Well,
I just don't understand the point.
What's different is with social media and Elon Musk giving them free internet. You get to see it in real time. We're watching bombs land on people, and it's just insane now. We get to see everything.
I mean, everything, Harry.
It's insane.
And it's just, and we got reporters on the ground. I was like, what? Why are we still fighting wars? Why?
And I think a second reporter got hurt yesterday.
Oh my God! One got killed, one got hurt.
I don't think that the word press on their chest works anymore.
Oh right? No! You might want to take press off.
Yeah,
I don't even know if you could put Red Cross anymore. I don't think they care.
Yeah, and press, American press might be a target. So
you might want to put something else.
Yeah.
I don't know, put African or something. I don't know.
Yeah, they run away from you, right? No, just leave them there.
Yeah. But they don't look at, well, Africans look all kinds of ways. I'm going to wear African on my shirt. They'll leave you alone. I don't know. I just,
And
I just find this all. It just feels like another time, like we're in another time. It just doesn't feel. And I was listening to Penelope Cruz talk about her film. She got nominated for a film, and she said, a couple of weeks ago, these little kids were sitting in their classroom learning their little letters and alphabets, and today they're running for their lives. And she's like, the trauma of that on these little kids have got to be, because how do you explain to kids, Harry, these little kids, this guy in Russia wants to what? How do you tell little kids what is happening? They want to go be back home, play with their friends, get their toys, have a burger. They want to do the things that they were doing. Now they got to be in some shelter where they don't know where they're going. For what? Because Putin wants you, because he wants what? What do you want? These people have been free for 30-something years. They're trying to be a democratic nation. What the hell do you want? Take care of Russia. Russia is trash. Handle that country. You want to take over another country? Handle your own country, dude. Oh my God. Pay your people. Oh,
I was listening to a historian.
Annoyed, Harry. So annoyed.
I was listening to a historian say Russia was born in Kiev.
All right.
That's where its birthplace. And it's like, okay, it's no longer yours, though. I mean, it's like Mexico saying, you know what, California, Texas.
I want it all back. Let me march on it.
No, not only do I want it all back, I'm just going to start lobbing bombs into your country. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't matter what's going on in this guy's head. But my thing is, to your point that we should do something, what are the rules of engagement here? Because it seems like he gets to decide what the rules are.
No, Harry. And this whole thing about if we jump in, it'll become World War III. It's already World War III. So we gonna let these people wholesale be killed? And then what happens, Harry, when he marches further? Because cats like this don't stop. Because every moment that we allow him to do this is like a pass. Like, oh, well, ain't nobody stopping me. I'm gonna go right up to the border. Poland, Romania, whatever the border is, I'm gonna go right up to it. So they can hear it and feel it. I'm not actually lobbing bombs over it. If I'm Poland, I'm like, listen, I'm like, do you all see this? Y'all see this, right? Y'all see this? And how many Polish people have to be killed, Harry, accidentally before somebody says, okay, that's NATO ground? Because that's what's going to happen. Harry, you get close to the border, people live there.
Well, and also I think he's doing that purposely because the foreign fighters that have joined Ukraine are all on the edges of that border. So he was throwing, warning shots. And also you have medical aid right there on the edges of the border where they're going over the border into Ukraine to help people, to bandage them and everything. So he was showing again what a monster he is.
This is where I'm at now, Harry. All of my, because you don't stop a monster in negotiation. Monsters don't respond to negotiations. They don't. Monsters do not respond to any kind of because they're already out the gate. So you know what you got to do? You got to crush them. That's awful. That's a terrible thought. But somebody like him, you got to crush them. You got to break them. You got to take the tanks and shoot them out the air. All this kind of crazy stuff you got to do. Because he's that guy. He's that guy. He's like that guy, that bad boy from Harry that you get a restraining order on, and a restraining order for, and they don't care. And so a restraining order is not gonna help you. So you know what you do? You go get a Glock, because he coming. He coming. So you got to be prepared. There's no reasoning here.
Well,
This is
it's
what I
once,
tell
it's
women of
once,
domestic violence. Go get a gun permit and learn how to use. Take the classes, learn how to use it, because there's no stopping people like this.
right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's your example or your comparison of an abusive relationship where restraining orders, warnings, and going to the world court and telling him, "Hey, listen, you're committing atrocities." None of that is working. None of
it.
None of that's working with him.
I don't give a damn. What you gonna do? Who gonna stop me, boo? That's what he's saying to the world. Who gonna check me, boo?
Yep. So it becomes the woman's duty to basically save herself.
Save herself.
And
the consequences come with may.
Yeah. And it's
Harry.
just sad. But my thing on the rules of engagement, I asked this because he says, if you put more sanctions, I'll consider it an act of war. If you send planes in, I'll consider it an act of war. If you do this, act of war, act of war, act of war. And he gets to go and ask China for help. He's recruiting soldiers. He's recruiting fighters from Syria.
I see. This is what I mean, Harry. This is what I mean. Somebody got to say, you know what? This is what we're gonna do, and just do it, because everybody's trying. I get it. Harry, I'm a humanitarian to my soul. I get it. You want to do everything you can not to open a can of whoop ass. I get it. And I understand it. But let me tell you something. That works with other kinds of folks. But when you got a monster, monsters don't respond to diplomacy. Because Harry, he pulled these troops out. He's steady marching on these people. He is blowing up civilians. He's not even allowing safe passage of evacuees. Come on. That alone breaks the rules of war. Yeah. That alone breaks the rules, right? You're not supposed to do that. There's rules to this thing.
Yeah, he's telling you, oh yeah, take that alley, and then he creates a minefield where it's basically you're fish in a barrel and they're shooting at you.
Yeah.
So it's insane. But what's worse, what worries me about World War III is the other countries and how they're reacting. And I'm not talking about NATO. Right now, NATO's starting to get tight. And they're starting to move towards moving on him. But I'm talking about India. Places like that. India is moving towards Russia. What the hell? China and India are mortal enemies. Why would you move towards Russia? Russia's with China. Stuff like that is just driving me insane. It's like, okay, wait. Syria is moving towards China.
Yeah.
Okay, so they don't want to talk to Biden about increasing oil.
Because they're going with this anti-Western thinking that the West wants to take over. Now, listen. Once upon a time, the West did want to rule the world, right? The UK wanted to, but this is a different day now. People want their lattes. They want to sit. They want to be able to do their thing. They ain't thinking about world domination. I get it.
It's just right, but it's just worrisome.
But that's not what we're trying to do now.
These people,
we need y'all to.
Yeah, but they're buying the propaganda of China and Russia. And
listen, Harry. Here's the thing about a bully. This is what I know to be true. Always true. They'll threaten. Now, I know everybody's like, oh, he's got nuclear weapons, whatever. Call his bluff. If you're going to use nuclear weapons, then you better bring them. And let me tell you something. You better kill us all. But then you'll be left standing, and what will you have? Because, when you use nuclear weapons, Harry, you get hurt too.
Yes.
It ain't like they go over there and the radiation don't blow back.
Well, this is the thing, right? Because we've always counted on mutual destruction as the deterrent, right? So, but this is why you go, I don't want Iran with a nuclear missile because they want the end of the world. So
Oh, yeah.
no, that's not a good one to have a missile because they're looking for the end. So you don't want North Korea because that guy isn't stable either. So it's like, wait. So this is why you try to keep nuclear weapons away from certain countries. And Russia, we've had a long Cold War. We've had confrontations in the past and everything, but the one thing that sat between us was the mutual destruction. And you knew to yourself, okay, at least this is a negotiating point because these people don't want to, cease to exist. But this is the thing. People are going, whoa, Putin is crazy. He doesn't care about ceasing to exist. I don't know. I don't know if he's just playing the madman right now. Because it's working.
I call the bluff.
Yeah, he sets the rules. So
I just can't imagine being bullied like that. It would just get on my nerves. There's nothing that you could do that make me cave to you. Nothing. I'm like, you know what? Do it.
And the thing is that, and this is the thing that I think it's the reason why Syria and India are going. They're going with the strongman, or what they perceive to be the strongman, because
that's what I mean. This seems so archaic to me, Harry.
Because he's a paper tiger.
This just seems so against progress. All the technology, all the ways in which we can make the world better. And why are we not moving in that direction? Why are we wholesale willing to see people killed in the streets for some land? Like, come on, man. This is exhausting to me. This is so exhausting to me because I don't understand this thinking of I'm just gonna roll on this country because I want them to heal to me. I don't want them to And then he got demands. I need them to surrender. I need them to accept Crimea as part of Russia. I need, and the president of Ukraine was like, we're never gonna do that. And the Ukrainian people are like, if you take this city, if you take our country, we are going to fight every single day. There will never be peace for you in this country. Never. And listen, we already know what that's like, right? Because we see it in other places. We see it. We see it with Israel and Palestine. There's no peace over there. These people, Israel got dropped into Palestine. I know people get all pissed off. Whatever. It was wrong then. It's wrong now. Everybody trying to make it right. Everybody want everybody to settle down, but they're not. Come on, man. We just make problems in the world where there should not be problems in the world. We see it with the Middle East people. They want to take. Everybody wants to rule the world. Everybody wants to rule the world instead of ruling the part of the world that they're in. Handle your country. Why wouldn't you want peace? What the hell? I want peace, Harry. I don't want walls. I want peace. You don't want peace? Why would you want to see people slaughtered and killed and dying? And guess what? Whatever the part of the world that you're in, these are your people. Russia, these are your people. These Ukrainians are your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, your grandparents. These are your people. They're not other people. They're your people. Y'all are from the same people. Why you want to murder them and kill them? For what? They've been free for 30, they've been trying to be a democratic country for 30-something years. And here you come. And I know he's been planning this for 30-something years, Harry. Listen, this ain't news. And then with China saying, don't make no moves until the Olympics is over.
Yeah, but
don't do nothing until the Olympics are over, because and then they made a mess of the Olympics with that whole COVID foolishness, making everybody come over there. It was just terrible.
Well,
Worst Olympics ever.
you saw yesterday China locked down a major
Now they
part of
locked
their
down
country.
again, Harry, because
they have an outbreak of COVID all over again.
and they got like a 3-4% vaccination rate. Like,
So
I was like, get your people vaccinated.
so
Work on that.
so China look. China might be the cause of our all of a sudden the oil prices going down. Because if they all lock themselves up, the demand of oil will go down. I'm not hoping anything on China. I'm not, because I don't want it to come here.
No, they'll bring it on themselves.
Yeah,
I was like, why don't y'all? You know what? The time that you over there cozying up to Putin trying to make war or frenemies or whatever the hell it is you're doing, get your people vaccinated.
Well,
I'm like, you a communist country. You make them do everything already. So make them get vaccinated.
yeah, but first lockdown for 2 months, so the oil demand.
Oh yeah, Harry's like, I'm thinking about my gas.
Yeah, please lock down for 2 months.
I just want peace in the world, and I don't understand in this modern day with all the technology and all the intellectual capital and all the history that we know thus far, that we are not working toward peace.
Right now, China has locked down a section of 51 million people. Right. Should we be treating travel normal? If China's having an outbreak again.
No, Harry, you know what? Let me tell you something. I learned something yesterday. I was at a meeting yesterday with Dan Fitzmaurice over at the Arts Council, and he was like, he gave me a good perspective about this masking situation, that, you have to allow people to stop wearing the mask so that you could show that the vaccines worked. Otherwise, when this amps up again, because if you're wearing your mask continually, Harry, then in people's minds, they think that the vaccines don't work. Now, I know this is the most asinine thing I've ever heard, but people are stupid. And in their stupidity, you got to play to that, right? You gotta play to the psychological foolishness of people and how they think. I get it. So if you don't allow some relaxation of these masks, Harry, and the thought that, vaccines have worked, when this comes back around, and it's coming back around, people won't know what to do. See, the mask is the response. But if we keep the response ongoing, people get discouraged and feel like, well, if I have to mask anyway, why do I even need to get vaccinated? See the foolishness in that thinking, Harry? So it's coming back around, Harry. So just FYI.
I think the Pfizer CEO was on, I think, CNN yesterday, and he was talking about there will be a need for a fourth booster soon.
How could it not, Harry? We get flu shots every year. How could it not?
So he was saying
that. You gotta fight what's coming.
He was saying that, and people were upset with him saying that we're gonna need it. So they, exactly what you said, right? They started saying, well, the vaccines don't work if we got to keep getting it. So they have to, something has to be done with the information. I don't even know. I'm saying it, but I don't believe it myself, because it's like people aren't going to believe anything anyway. They're not,
Harry.
Right now, we're stuck.
People, listen, we can't even get people to believe that the world is round. So there's that.
Hey.
We can't get people to believe that man walked on the moon. There's that. Harry, there are people that believe the Jews actually control the weather around the world. All right. So what are you gonna do with that, Harry? How do you fight that? You know what? This is where I'm at with this. You don't want to get vaccinated, die.
Well,
those of us who want to live,
I think you deal with facts. Well, there's people dying right now of COVID, by the way. So
no, because COVID is not gone. gone.
Yeah, it's not gone. So you should be able to deal with it with facts, right?
Yeah, well,
You should. It's just
the
like
fact of the matter is that people are stupid.
it's just like the flat Earth thing, right?
Yeah.
How do you have a sunset on a flat Earth? Just tell me that, please.
It just goes down, Harry. Then it comes back up.
And then it goes back up. What? Anyway, never mind. Because you see, this is you're exactly right. It's a flat Earth mentality that no matter it doesn't matter when you point out the most basic of facts, right? Like a sunset or an atmosphere on a flat floating thing, right? So how do you get any of that? You could point it out and people just look at you like you're lying to them. But some things are just facts.
Nope.
Right? No, you're right. You're right. No.
So you know what? People will die. That's just what it is. People are going to die. We've already lost 6 million people around the world, right?
You know
6
what?
million people.
You know what's another thing is that, and I don't want to attack religion or anything like that, but another thing is that people actually, by the way, you're listening to LoveBabz Love Talk on WNHH LP 103.5 FM, your home for community radio. But another thing is faith, right? So people think they're fated to to be something or to die a certain day or no. You are gifted something, your life, and it's your job to nurture that life, to protect that life.
I don't know, Harry. You know what? I watched on what is that show on ABC? Primetime? What is it?
Yeah. Well, what you mean, 2020 primetime?
Yeah, 2020. And they did the thing with the folks, the Heaven's Gate people.
Oh
the
my
cult.
God.
Harry, I didn't know the whole story. These people followed this cat for 20 some odd years before they all committed mass suicide.
Hey,
And I'm thinking to myself, Harry, I'm looking at this guy, the guy who they were following with the crazy eyes. I got to think about people with crazy eyes. If I see crazy eyes, Harry, I know it's time for me to about face.
I just got a thing about crazy.
But he had that crazy, and Harry, all those people that followed him and their family members couldn't get them out, a few people survived. Like a few people didn't go along with the drinking of the whatever the cocktail was, and they got out. But that tells me, Harry, that there's something amiss with people and what they're willing to believe that goes against their sense.
Oh, right. You have this happening throughout, history. When was it? 40 years before that, where the term "don't drink the Kool-Aid" came from.
Yeah, I know.
Right. So it constantly happens because people are lost. People are seriously lost, right?
I think it's a combination of loneliness and feeling ostracized.
Yeah, but
and not belonging to something.
All right.
Do you know what I mean? Because that's there's no way on this earth
I'm just thinking
anybody could lead me to any kind of foolishness whatsoever.
But right, so okay, so you know depression. I know depression. I know tough times. I know all of that stuff. I don't know how to be a sheep. That's the one thing I don't know. I don't know how to follow orders. I just really don't.
I can follow orders
if
it doesn't put me in harm's way.
Well, if they're good orders, if they're good marching
orders. I'm a sorority. I know how to follow. Follow.
Good marching orders.
I get it.
Yeah, good marching orders.
I'm on a bunch of boards. I get it. I understand how to move an agenda, but you cannot cause me to put myself in harm's way.
But like your mama used to say, if your friend jumps off a bridge, you gonna jump off a bridge too?
No, because I'm not even gonna save you. Like I'm not even gonna jump to save you. You know what I'm gonna do if I have a phone? I'm gonna call 911. I'm like, oh, my friend just jumped off the bridge. I'm not going to jump in after them, but I'm calling you so that you can get here in 2.3 minutes to possibly rescue them.
Yep. I saw plenty of my friends jump off a bridge and figuratively, not literally.
Now, if my kids jump off the bridge, I might have to jump in and rescue if I could.
Oh, that's different, right? But this even friends. You want to rescue your friends. You try to talk them off. You try to talk them off the ledge.
If I can find a life thing,
yeah,
I'll throw it in.
You try to help them, but you're not gonna go after them because it's just foolish.
Well, one, I'm not that good of a swimmer, so there's that.
No, I mean, I try to help a lot of friends.
Listen, I know my limitations.
I try to help a lot of friends, and then I will go, all right, see you tomorrow.
All right.
I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, you still gonna go do that? Nah, man, we shouldn't do that. Yo, come on, you got my back, right? Nah, I'll see you tomorrow.
No.
So
I got your back.
yeah. So I've never been able to just follow.
But that can't be the mark of our friendship, that you go do dumb stuff and I come with.
Yeah, no.
Like that. If you're my friend, you don't want me involved in dumb stuff.
No, right. That's what I would say. I got your back if something goes down right now.
Your friends don't ask you to do stuff that puts you in harm's way or get you locked the hell up forever. That's number one.
Well,
and if you have to prove your friendship by putting yourself in harm's way, that's not a friend to you. I'm serious about that.
Yeah, but it's different growing up, and you think your friends your friends on the street are more family than the people in your home. So it does. The lines get blurred. They never got blurred for me, but I saw it happen with family and friends. The lines got completely blurred. They didn't know right from wrong because they were more loyal to a friendship, to the relationship. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I wish I could say it was hard for me, so I could say, hey, I overcame this. Nah, I never had that. I don't have that gene of following anyone. So, which is why I got thrown out of churches too, right? So,
no.
I've always questioned the pastors. I've always did this. I don't have that. I don't have the capacity to be that stupid. So and I'm not saying religion is full of stupid people. That's not what I mean to say. Faith is good, and if it saves you, faith, Christianity saved me at some point in my life, but it comes to a point where you just don't follow everybody off every ledge. Those people were catching a comet.
That's what I mean. Somebody in that Russian administration gonna have to do something.
Yeah, you're good soldiers, but damn, you gotta stop somebody.
Harry. Listen. I'm reading. There's a piece in the New York Times talking about Lithuania, because they're in between the Baltic, they're a Baltic state, and so they're in between Belarus and Poland and all that other kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's an insane situation, right?
And they're nervous, Harry.
Oh, it's an insane situation, right?
They're nervous. So I'm like, if they feel like they think Putin is gonna march on them, then he gonna march on them. Because they're not making this up, Harry. They're not like dreaming. They're like, we see where this is going.
No, look, let me tell you, Belarus, right? Belarus. They're jumping into the war against Ukraine. So
I know that.
So why should
I don't understand any of that either. But
yeah, so why should Lithuania not think to themselves, they're gonna turn on us?
They are, Harry.
Yeah, eventually they're gonna turn on us.
This is a big chessboard. I played chess at a level. I see this. If I'm Lithuania, Harry, I'm nervous.
Yes.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous.
And Poland. Come on, look.
Yeah, Poland. Listen, these people already feel the
Yes.
firing of the bombs on the ground. They feel it, like we feel it.
They were asking yesterday, well, maybe it was a mistake.
Nope.
No, it's not a mistake, guaranteed.
This
He
is
knew.
the thing that I don't understand with people. And I see this is what I hate about movies too, horror movies.
We don't want to get into a war because of a mistake, Babz.
Yeah, well,
That's what they were saying.
We, I'm sorry. We first of all, every war is a mistake. That's number one. Number two, we've gone to war for less. We've gone to war for weapons of mass destruction on a country that didn't even have weapons of mass destruction. I mean destruction.
No. You got it right.
You know.
You got it completely right.
So when we marched into a war that we were there for 20 something years, 20 years, on a country that didn't have weapons of mass destruction, or it was a weapons of mass distraction. So we've gone to war for less.
You know what was hilarious? That Condoleezza Rice was on one of the Sunday shows, and she's talking about.
She gets on my nerves.
She's talking about how Ukraine, how Russia invaded a sovereign country, with no reasoning and it sounded a lot like when they invaded Iraq, right?
Yeah, well.
It's like, wait a minute, how can you get up and say that? How can you actually say that? Maybe you should let somebody else handle these questions. But I don't know, but you can't say, well.
Who in that GOP can handle
forget
any
the
questions about truth?
Forget the GOP.
Yeah, but they invited her because she's GOP. She is a staunch GOP person.
Well, send somebody else. I'm saying you can't be an administration who actually invaded a country under false pretenses.
Because they don't want to talk to Chris Murphy. Blumenthal, they're the ones that got good sense around this stuff. They're not talking to them. They want to talk to, listen.
But, I just, for me, it's instant hypocrisy. I stopped
And you
listening.
got these dummies on Fox, Harry, which is a very dangerous thing. Tucker Carlson, all these people talking about Russia has every right to do this. And I'm thinking to myself, that's a dangerous position to take. Like that's false, and stop saying it. And that feeds a narrative that shouldn't be, that keeps people ignorant and stupid about what is really happening. And they should be ashamed for doing that. They should be ashamed for doing that.
Well, it's not all of Fox, but and actually,
they got one or two people who push back on it, Harry, but not enough.
Actually, it's the one or two people who are talking crazy like that. But this morning I saw
the highest audiences.
This morning I saw a little tug of war of information on Fox, and it was like one person's talking out of their rear end, and the other person is looking at what Putin is doing and saying, "But you don't have to theorize anything. Just look at what he's doing." And this is what I mean. A lot of people are wanting to deny what their eyes can see. Look at Putin and who he is right now. You don't have to say, well, like the historian was saying, well, Russia was born in Kiev, and I don't care. He's killing people right now. Yeah. Okay, he's killing people right now. He's bombing baby hospitals. Right? So we need to stop, because and I know nobody wants to go to war, but people are trying to think their way out of war. And you start when you're thinking so hard, on how to get yourself out of war, you start making excuses for the enemy. But look at what he's doing.
It looks like we're doing it.
Well, I mean, but it's I seen it in all the I watch all the news, all the channels, and there's so many differing opinions on this. But it's because it's an exhaustion of Afghanistan and Iraq and having so many of our soldiers die for false, under false pretenses in Iraq and everything, and other presidents, all the presidents have had to deal with the Afghanistan war, right? The Afghanistan war, that reports came out a few years ago that the military's been lying to us the whole time they've been in Afghanistan, that they've been winning and they were losing in Afghanistan.
I don't think there's any winning in war. There's no winning in wars. There's no winning. There's no winning in wars. There's none. You know what? You know what happens, Harry? We quit. Everybody, okay, we've lost enough lives. We're done. And everybody retreats. That's not winning.
Yeah,
there's no winning in war.
But in order to continue to get funded, you have to go and tell Congress you are winning.
There's no winning.
And that's what they were doing. They were lying to Congress so that they could continue to get funded.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to get into that part of it, Harry, because I don't want to make the case that our military lies to our elect. I'm not doing that, because I don't happen to believe that. Even if it could be true, I don't want to. That's not a road I want to go down. What I do know is that there is no winning in war, and that peace ought to prevail, and we need to get to a place of peace. We just need to, because every time I think about and I feel this way about what goes on in parts of Africa. I feel this way about what goes on in the Middle East. I feel this way of what goes on in a lot of places in the world where there's a lot of strife and unrest and civil unrest and people fighting, and I was like, man, paying attention to Eritrea, paying attention to places where people have had peace and don't have peace. People are displaced. People have to leave their homeland. I just think we are better than this, and that to continue to do such an archaic thing as war, as if we can't get to the table and say we don't want to lose people, we don't want to lose our countrymen, we don't want to lose our children. It's just unconscionable to me. And anybody that can just commit to that, Harry, is a monster to me.
But the problem is that even though we're in 2022, it's like different parts of the world live in different time periods. It's like
I know
it makes it's just like it's so bizarre.
No, you're right.
It's so bizarre.
No, you're right. That's why I don't understand this whole war concept, because that's what we really do. You marching on people.
Yeah,
making it an unrest situation in Europe, because this is Europe, Harry. That might not be England and all the places that we know. It's still Europe. It makes for unrest.
No, it is Europe. It
is Europe.
Yes, it is. And
like Europe, y'all can't act like, well, that's not this part of Europe. Well, it's all Europe, people.
No, it is. And the thing is that, and this is we feel we see it, everything that's happening over there, but it's not on our doorstep. Okay? It's different if it was Canada doing that to its people or Mexico doing it to its people. It's not on our doorstep. It's right there on Europe's doorstep.
Yeah.
So
it is.
So that's why, a lot of people want Biden to go in head first with all of this stuff and just take care of the situation. But I'm sorry. I'm all for Biden going in with them in the lead, because it's theirs. It's Europe. It's not the United States. Okay, so Macron has been the one right now who's been dealing with Putin. Right? So Putin doesn't want to speak to Biden, but Macron is speaking to everybody. And I don't know. I don't know what he's going to get out of this, Babz, but he's been wanting to be the leader of the world for a long time.
Who, Macron?
Yeah.
He doesn't. I don't get that. You get that?
Yeah, definitely.
I always get that. He just want to make sure the wine stays flowing in France. People enjoy themselves.
And yesterday,
he doesn't strike me as he wants I want to rule the world kind of guy. He's like I like the women I rock with. I want no trouble.
And he's been talking to Zelensky, the Ukrainian guy, right?
President, yeah.
And you see, Zelensky lately has been in his sweats, his military gear, sweats. He's grown a beard. His beard's getting longer.
Yeah, there's no shaving in war.
Right. So yesterday, though, Macron came out. And he's usually sharp in a suit and everything. Yesterday, he came out with a hoodie, jeans, and with some stubble. I'm like,
I'm standing with my people.
He's trying to connect with Zelensky here.
Well, that's not, listen. Now we need Biden to do that.
Come on. Biden's an old man.
They're all old men, Harry. How do you think
Macron.
Putin is?
Not Macron.
Macron is 60-something years old.
Oh, he looks young.
That's because French people always look young. They
it's the
eat
goat
wine. Cheese and drink all that spring water. French people are like black people. They know how to put the creams on and.
I think Biden is to the age, how for men, when you're young, you're trying to grow a beard, and sometimes it's hard to grow a beard.
Oh no, Macron is pretty young.
But when you're old, you just stop growing a beard after a while, right? I think that's where Biden is. Biden is really old. He's losing all his hair follicles. He can't even grow a stubble beard, I don't think. But no, how old is Macron?
I think he
has to be 50, right?
No.
He's definitely not.
No, he's about 50 because you know what? He was born in 1977.
1977. No, so he's not 50. Young. He's 43.
Yeah, he's young.
Whoa.
He's 44.
Yeah. So, he's really young. He's definitely not 76.
No.
You know where he's going.
Yeah, so he could pull off a hoodie.
It was like
he could rock a hoodie, tuck his shirt in, Harry, wear the Nikes. He could do it. Him and Zelensky. Did you see Zelensky do the Beyonce single woman's dance? Did you see that video?
You say for his TV show that he had, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good, Harry. He could really dance.
The TV show actually looks good. I was like, where can you get it? Because I'm interested in it. Because it's like an Office type.
I think you got to go. You got to find it on YouTube. I bet you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah, because
he's a talented guy.
And
he did the single ladies video. It was fun.
And they were saying in
heels.
This is why they don't respect him. You know that Russia. They think he's a clown because he's an actor.
Yeah. Well, too bad.
I hear it from some of the Russians I know.
Well, they're stupid. Y'all got Putin. He's nothing but a assassin.
No, yesterday they were saying, I was watching.
Listen, they have likened him to Churchill. So
listen, all you got to do is
those Russians can say whatever the hell they want.
Go to RT TV, right? RT, that's Russian TV. And of course, I got to go down rabbit holes with everybody. I like to hear what everybody's saying. So I turned on RT TV. And they were talking about Putin being a strong man. Putin is a judo guy and all of this stuff. And I'm like, he's 70 what? 73? Come on. At some point, you got to stop selling that he's a strong man, right? He's an old man. You guys,
listen. He can be strong, Harry.
But I'm saying,
but what does that mean? He can be strong. What? He can lift up a cow?
I know.
What do they want strong to be? They want strong to be what? He could knock women down. He could hold his vodka. He could what? Push over a train.
I
Like,
know.
what the hell is that? Your people are poor. They don't make no money. They're hungry. They're tired. They don't like this. So tell me something. And you gotta control all the message. Otherwise, they're gonna see you and they're not gonna dig you.
No, but the thing is that this is
So-
okay. Putin's a strong guy. Okay, Putin's a strong guy. He's a rich guy. He's a crazy
He's a strong guy, and based on what?
No, but let's give him the propaganda they were selling. But what does that do for you?
I know. Because
Okay.
y'all are standing in line trying
Yeah.
to get food.
Yeah, what does that do for your ruble, right?
Your,
What does that
your
do?
income per capita is 10 G's, and now the ruble is worth less than
It's
I
on
don't
the
even-
floor.
I-
The ruble is laying down on the floor.
so all right. So,
So,
you
yeah,
got a
he's
cat
strong.
who claims to be strong, but your money ain't worth nothing.
I know. So it's like,
All the businesses are fleeing. You can't afford nothing. You can't take your money out the bank. All right, you go with that. And they control your TV.
and you know it's over when Papa John's Pizza just moved out. Nobody buys Papa John's.
I know. That's the fact that they're here in New Haven cracks me up, Harry. I'm thinking you in a city that has the trinity of pizza, and you peddle that mess,
So
and people buy it.
Papa John's just left Russia too.
Harry, I saw this thing. They was hoarding before they shut down the McDonald's. They were selling for $36 a burger. So
Yeah,
people
I
were
mean-
trying to hoard them. I'm like, where you gonna put them in the freezer? Like, what are you gonna do?
This is the thing that I remember when I was a kid during the Cold War, when they would
Oh,
say
Lord.
a loaf of bread in Russia was like $70.
Yeah.
You know
What are you gonna do?
what? You know that's where you want to go again. I mean, really, you want to relive that?
That is my overarching point. Why do you want to go back for more where there was only less?
Yeah.
Why do you want more of less? Why?
You-
Is that way of life? And here's the thing, Harry. This is the killer for me. The oligarchs, the rich people, they don't concern themselves with any of this. Although they're all trying to move to like places where, because their yachts been seized and their apartments and all this other kind of stuff. But they got money. They could go live somewhere else where nobody's gonna mess with their money.
Yeah, you saw the super yacht that they confiscated, right? From one
I
of the
know.
oligarchs.
I
Oh
was
my
like-
God.
You know what? Park it on the coast and let all the refugees live in it.
It's like, is Jeff Bezos gonna buy that on sale or something? I mean, it's like a clearance sale.
Well, I paid $65 for it. I gotta at least get 40.
Yeah, but all of these guys, what they're gonna do is they're gonna move their assets to
Yeah,
India
they
and
are.
China,
Yep.
and the thing is it makes no sense at all. You guys could do that. Go in with China and Russia. They are not the world. For some reason,
Yeah, they're not.
they think, oh, I'm gonna go with the strong man. Yeah, but the strong man doesn't hold the keys to the bank. We
That's
do.
it. That's the truth, Ruth. That's the truth.
So,
So y'all could gang up with China and India. Y'all listen, India, you got a lot of other things to concern yourself with.
yeah, like China on your doorstep.
Y'all got a lot of other. You got a whole hell of a lot of other problems.
Don't throw in
Your
with
health
Russia.
system has collapsed. You got people in the street hung. Listen,
They got a constant
need
war
to-
with Pakistan running.
you got to go clean up your
China.
house.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. You need us more than we need you.
Yeah, this is for damn sure true.
So
But you know what? Everybody wants to rule the world. Ain't that the Tears for Fears song? Everybody wants to rule.
that's
the
the thing.
world.
It's not so. With countries like that, it's not so. It's like North Korea, right? The guy talks like he's gonna be freaking the leader of the planet one day, but he can't. He gets everything he gets from China. So if China wants to squash him like a bug one day, they will. So it's like, how do these little dictators not understand that they really don't mean anything in the scheme of things, right? Because all China was doing was using them as a tool against the United States. And it's like none of them get what's going on in the world. But it's like I'm saying, it's like some people live in bizarro land.
No, I know.
You
We're
go,
seeing it.
you move, you fly into certain parts of the Middle East, and you go back a couple of centuries, and women are treated like crap, like property, like pets. And it's like, then you fly out and you're back into the 2020s. So it's like, what's going on? How do we fix this? How do we all come together and say,
I don't
what?
know if we can fix it. I don't know if we can fix people's culture. We're not going to fix people's culture.
But can you
But what
excuse
we
that as
can
culture?
do, Harry, is get people to agree to peace.
No, but you can't excuse everything as culture, right? You can't excuse people's behavior not evolving.
I mean,
over-
I think the people in that culture got to figure out what they want.
But it's not just them, right? It's you go to South America, same thing. You go into a different time period, and still the way they treat women is just ridiculous and stuff
Well,
like
you
that.
know, listen, Harry.
I don't excuse that as culture though.
Listen. We don't do a good job of treating women well here either.
Yeah,
Now,
but
there's levels to this thing.
the thing is leaps and bounds so far from them. It's incredible, and you wish they would just at least hop, skip,
'Cause
and
I
hop,
wish
skip,
we
and
would be better too.
yeah, but a hop, skip, and a
really-
jump for them at least. You know? I mean, come on. Because
I
like you said plenty of times, right? Woman can save the world, right?
we can.
Right? So how do you get there if you have parts of the world where women aren't treated like better than their pets?
That's true.
So how do you ever get there? How do we? I don't know. Because we've tried all this globalization and everything. But when do we just not consider globalization just financial? And start actually...
Harry, you sound like a humanitarian.
Well, I'm saying not financial. Just start attaching the financial benefits of being part of the global structure. Attach those things to being part of the human structure. Right? So that we lift people out of slavery still. Because...
Well, here's the thing. It starts at home.
Come on, Babz. We so far removed
starts
from
at
that
home.
stuff.
No, we're not. Well, that one we still paying women less than what they're. Listen, we got a whole child care issue, and you know
Oh,
who
no.
it falls on?
The-
It falls on the backs of women. Nobody asks men, Harry.
I agree.
Hey, how what's it like for you for child care at your house? You ain't seen that one man in front of the camera talking about this. Maybe Pete Buttigieg, because you know.
Well, he just came off a paternity leave, right?
Yeah, but that's an anomaly. That's like one guy out of 50 million women who got to figure out how to figure out daycare. And listen, Harry,
But these
she could
are
be a
first world
CEO.
problems.
she could be a CEO or a waitress. It doesn't matter. The
Yeah.
gap is the same.
Well,
It's the same.
these are first world problems, though, Babz.
No, I get you. When I can't charge my phone, it's a first world problem.
Yeah, that's true.
No, swear to God, Harry.
No, you're right. It's like, you know. Yeah, you're right.
You know, it is. Listen,
That's
when
crazy.
when my toilet isn't working, I call my landlord. That's a first world problem. I don't got to go out in the bush. I don't got to tote water from the river. I don't have to do anything. Oh, my handle was not working. Oh, let me make a phone call. You know. Oh, I don't have gas. Oh, let me. Okay. Now I might have to get on the bus or something. And I'm not trying to make little light of. I'm talking about my where I am with my privilege of sort of being one above, having to sort of schlep on a bus to a job where I got to punch a clock. I don't have that. That's not my reality. I know what that's like, but that's not my reality. That was my mother's reality. She had to get to some places to punch a clock. I don't have that. I have a different kind of privilege.
No, that's a lot of people's reality right now, punching time clocks. So
yes, you gotta get there, you gotta punch, and you can't leave. So if you got kids, Harry, or your daycare shuts down early, or whatever it is, then you gotta go deal with that because you can't send anybody. And damn you if you leave your kids home with the 12-year-old or something, because then here comes DCF, wanting to snatch your kids from you. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We're first world problems.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing, that when we compare ourselves to the rest of the world, of course, but in our evolved structure, there's a lot of things that need to be fixed.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, I hear what you're saying, Harry. We are further along than a lot of other places in the world. There are some places in the world I don't want to be a woman.
No, it's scary.
There's places in the world, Harry, I don't want to be black. I'm like, nope. America might be one of those places where it might be, I might have to think twice about being black here, because it's dangerous. But being a woman in some of these other places, Harry, with the hint of impropriety could get me killed. Yeah, I'm not feeling that. When somebody could say, you walk by these men and they whistling at you because you did something and then they stone you to death, right? Or some man could just jump on you and rape you, and then you go tell, or he goes and says she had sex with me, and then your whole family want to kill you, right? Like it's that kind. There's no winning in that. You can't win in that situation. These women, I saw the case where the woman got raped by a gang of these cats in India, and then they put her on trial. I was like, what? So she ended up killing herself because she was like, I can't. There's no winning for me in this. And then she's shamed. So she brings shame to her family. Or the guy that came all across the world to find his sister because she ran off with somebody who wasn't Indian or whatever, finds her in London or whatever and kills her because she brought shame to the family. I'm thinking to myself, you get on a plane, you travel, you track just to do that, and who is thinking about your family like that?
Well,
and you proud of that? Proud of that?
And it happens all over the world, right?
Oh, it is happening all day, every day in places.
Yeah. And
all day, every day in places.
The thing is that it's so hard for us to actually connect to those type of atrocities happening around the world, because you think to yourself, man, we want women to get paid here. We want women to get respected in the workplace, and in other parts of the world you just want a woman to be considered a human being. So it's a messy world we live on, right? You wish sometimes you want there to be a flat earth so you could push people off of it, right? It's just like, it's insane.
Harry, we could just stand there all day and push people off.
Push people just right off the flat earth.
We just push people off. And I'll be like, ooh, right here, bring me here up. Poof.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
It's just insane what goes on in the rest of the world. I mean, Karen works with a lot of immigrant families from all over the world, and Karen has this gift of, I say gift of gab, but also it's just she cares. So people open up to her. People even some men have. She's helped some men change their lives because of how they say, well, this is who we are, this is our culture, you can't come and tell me, and stuff like that. And Karen has had the ability to actually get through to some of these people, and it touches every culture. It's from all over the world she deals with, and it's just sometimes she comes home and she's just like, shaking from how a husband treated his wife in front of her and stuff like that, and it's like, it's bizarro land where they come from. Where they come from is just like insane.
When I used to run rape crises, when I used to work at Rape Crisis Center before it became Sexual Assault Crisis Services, I used to see some of that same foolishness.
Yeah.
The same foolishness. And it would, I grew up in a very violent household. So to see it outside of my household just freaked me out. I was like, oh, I think that's probably why I'm the way that I am now. Like I have no tolerance for stuff.
Yeah.
Like you can't even raise your voice. Because you raise your voice at me, Harry, I'm pushing you off flat earth. That's it. And I may never talk to you again.
Maybe that's the next thing Elon Musk should work on. Flattening the earth so we could push people off.
Push people off. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. You get rid of, but you know what, Harry? We could push all the people off we want, but there's something in some people that just lends itself to being a monster. That's the part we have to, and it has taken me a lifetime to understand that there are some people, Harry, you're not going to get through to. And it's taken me a lifetime because I used to believe everybody had the ability. I still think everybody has the ability, but there are some people, Harry, that they're just going to do evil for evil's sake.
Yeah, I don't think everybody has the ability, but their children may have that ability. And what you want to do is get to the point where you could teach it out of their children or something. I just don't know how you get there with the monster in the way, but because that's the thing. It's the PTSD that gets passed down to these children, and it becomes a generational thing where you're violent because your father was violent, and then you pass it on to your kid because you're violent to your kid, and it just continues. It becomes generational abuse. And how do we save those future generations? Because some people you can't save them right now. You just want to reach out to their gene pool and save them in that gene pool from drowning in the hate and the anger and the abuse. I just don't know how you do it.
I don't either, because I think there's no one way, right? So I think we start there, that there's no one way, that we have to use all the paths. Whatever the paths are, just exhaust all the paths. Whatever it is, art, culture, music, therapy, psychedelic drugs, pot, whatever it is, exhaust all the paths. I think that's number one. I think we can't look for a solution. We have to look for a myriad of solutions, because everybody's situation is different. Everybody's different. And yes. Yeah, so I don't think we can stay, we'll be there all day, Harry, pushing monsters off the flat earth, but and we wouldn't get them all.
No, you're right, because they would have passed it on already.
We'd be standing there all for a lifetime.
You ever seen the movie with Denzel Washington, Fallen?
Yes, that movie scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, where they touch and the demon gets passed on.
Yes,
that's literally what we go through in life, right? And the thing is that whether the demon sits in you and festers, and you become that monster, or whether you basically shake that demon out of you and somehow see the light at the end of whatever tunnel, whatever that hell is, that tunnel you're in, whether you can see some light at the end of that tunnel. It's a hard path, and a lot of us go through it. We've gone through it. I know people who've gone through it, and most people fail at getting out of that tunnel. Even though, at different points in their lives, they see the light. It's hard scratching and clawing yourself out of that tunnel. Babz. It's hard to get yourself out of those places. But you gotta keep fighting. You gotta claw your way out.
So you saying there's no hope for Putin?
Oh no, that guy is done. And I seen a couple of people on TV calling for somebody to assassinate him.
I don't want that. I don't want that to come out of my mouth. Like, I don't want that.
Right. If it was that easy, but life doesn't work like that. Nobody took out Hitler. Hitler took himself out. Right. So I still think there's maybe an off ramp for this guy.
Yeah, see, Harry, I swear to God, you are so hopeful these days. It's freaking me out.
No, because I don't want World War III.
I don't either, Harry, but I say call his bluff. You know where I'm at with this.
I know, but first I say you go in and you diplomacy at the 20th, 20th power, 20th high level. You go in there and you say, hey, listen, Putin, we'll give you Donetsk, Crimea, and all. Just stop there.
Yeah, nope.
If you could do that.
That's like paying a ransom.
It is.
You gonna always pay ransom.
It is.
Forever and a day. You pay $100,000 today. Next month is going to be $250,000.
Because people are going. You got to make a deal with Putin, but he's not going to ever follow the deal, of course, because in 1994,
Harry, he's a liar. He's a known liar. He even says everybody lies.
Yeah, Ukraine had nuclear weapons. In 1994, the Clinton administration convinced the Ukrainians to give over their nuclear weapons back to Russia because they were part of the Soviet Union, and when they broke up, Ukraine stood with those nukes, and Russia was worried about Ukraine having nukes, and they agreed that they would never attack Ukraine if they gave up their nukes. And look where we are today.
Well,
right? So if Ukraine had nukes, it probably would have served as a deterrent against Russia.
It might.
But
yeah.
Too late.
I don't see where the problem with that thinking is that we don't want everybody having nuclear weapons. Because somebody's gonna call the bluff. Because they're gonna think, well, if I shoot them over there, it won't blow back over here.
Hey.
But the way technology is, Harry, once you shoot a nuclear weapon and they know it's shot, guess what happens? It's going to trigger everybody else in the world to activate their nuclear weapons, because that's how they're not going to sneak a nuclear weapon attack. That's never going to happen. The world has Ring doorbells. We're going to see. We got everything.
And that's one of the conditions of Saudi Arabia that, they want to talk to Biden. They'll talk to Biden, but nuclear weapons have to be on the table. They want nukes too.
Yeah, they want nukes, but they don't really want nukes. They
want nukes.
They just want to be players.
Right. They want nukes so
they're
that they can
giving up their palaces.
Well, they got Iran.
Have you seen Dubai? They're not trying to undo any of that. Whatever that is.
Yeah, the only reason they want nukes is as a deterrent against Iran. So
everybody wants nukes as a deterrent.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the worst, because then you get some crazy person.
That's like all of us in America. Guns are, if everybody has a gun, Harry, a firearm, then that would deter that will lower people's ability. You know, people won't be think twice. But has it worked? No.
Kind of.
Has not worked, Harry. Has not.
In certain parts of the country, it works.
Where? What part? What? In Connecticut?
Wait, no, not in Connecticut. Well, I don't know about Connecticut, right? Because everybody doesn't have a gun in Connecticut.
Harry, every day there's a mass shooting somewhere in the country.
Yeah. If you consider a mass shooting 2 or more, yeah, that's a mass shooting.
A mass shooting 2 or more is. We got a cat running around between New York and New Jersey killing homeless people. You think the homeless people should have guns? They should have guns so somebody run up on them?
No, everybody shouldn't have a gun.
Should we give first graders guns in their classroom in case somebody come in here and try to shoot them? They could
some
defend
places
themselves?
they do. They give their kids guns when they're young and they teach them how to use it and respect them. But, you know, that's in some places. No, everybody shouldn't. I mean, at some point in our school system, we used to teach people how to drive, how to shoot guns, how to do all of that stuff.
Well, yeah, when we lived in the country.
So,
but you don't need to do that in a city.
No, everybody doesn't deserve. I mean, or everybody, I shouldn't say everybody doesn't deserve, because you have a constitutional right to a gun, but everybody shouldn't have a gun.
Yeah.
But those are two different things. That's neither here nor there.
That's it.
We gotta go.
We gotta go. Oh, so tomorrow, Harry, I got the New Haven Scholarship people coming on. Jeff Alpert and Jim Barber and Gary Tinney. Talk about the New Haven Scholarship. They got money they want to give away, and they want to give it away to students. So they're gonna come on tomorrow to talk about that. 10:15. Anyway.
All right.
Thank y'all. We gonna get this crisis solved. We gotta.
I'm gonna just start believing in the flat Earth and hope and pray and hope one day that I can push people off. Let's put one of the corners in Moscow.
Oh, we can be strategic when we put a flat Earth corner.
Yeah. Did you see Elon Musk say he wants to punch Putin in the face?
Can Elon Musk fight though?
Oh, maybe that's why they were saying that Putin is a tough guy, because Elon Musk wants to fight him. But why would Elon Musk want to fight a senior citizen? He's like 70 something.
I don't know. I tell you who won't be in that fight, Macron, because he ain't getting that pretty face.
Oh no. Macron's like, get him, Elon. Biden will challenge him to a push-up contest.
Yeah, Biden can win. You see him?
Push-up contest.
Good shape.
Anyway.
You know who ain't in good shape? Trump.
Yeah, but he could probably beat him in a buffet.
Yeah. Only McDonald's.
McDonald's, yeah. Well, that's not fair because Putin ain't got McDonald's anymore. He can't practice.
Oh.
All right, let's go.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.